shorts I had on.
Okay,
So,
let's get behind them together. Nice. So tell us a little bit about your story.
well, I think the biggest thing is that food had taken over my life. It was a 24/7 combat between food and my mind and when I was going to eat it and how I was going to eat it, and to the point where I couldn't even sleep at night. I was up all night trying to find things to eat, all hours of the night, and it just took control of me. And I finally got to the point in my life where I said I had to do this for me, not for anyone else, not for my daughter's wedding. She got married, and not for my husband, not because I was going on a trip, or not for any reason. I had to do it for myself. And when I finally said, it's for me, it took over. And what happened was I actually saw in the magazines the ad, and I kept, every time I switched a page in a magazine, there was that ad, and I'm like, it's haunting me, it's haunting me. And so finally one day I went on the internet and I just said, I'm going to do it. I'm just ordering the food and I'm going to do it. And, you know, there was a guarantee, and I thought, well, if I can't do it, I'll send it back. I'm allowed to do that. Well, within like 2 days, I realized, first of all, the first night, I made up my mind to do this, and I had my first day of 5 meals and my first lean and green. I didn't get up and go out and eat. And that was such a wonderful thing to me, because I'd been struggling terrible with that. And so that was just, you know, to me was like almost a hurdle I'd already taken on the first day.
So this changed your entire life.
It has. It totally has.
You told me a story the other day about an airplane flight.
Oh, yes.
Would you care to share that?
That was another thing that just happened before I found this. Actually, I saw the ad after I got to my son's house. And I thought, oh, I want to do this. But what had happened on the plane, I got on the plane, and I know we've all been through this that are overweight. I got on the plane, sat down, tried to do the seatbelt thing, and guess what? It didn't work. So the stewardess came up the aisle, and she said to me, I said, excuse me, could I have an extension? And she's like, yeah, I'll get an extension in just a minute. And I was like, I wanted to literally jump off the plane without a parachute. I just wanted to jump out of it. I was so embarrassed. And my husband, who was so supportive of whether if I was a 2 or if I was a 26, he was supportive of anything I did. And he would never, ever have said anything. And he kind of took a hold of my hand, and I thought to myself, I need to do something for me. And that's what I started doing.
So how's flying now?
I loved it. I got on last night. I flew in from New York. I'm from New York. And I had like this much of the seatbelt left. So I was very excited about it. My daughter says, oh, do you want me to take a picture? I said, no, but I said, I sure do feel good.
I can see the tears in your eyes.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. You just go on and pass it on to somebody else.
And I plan on it.
Okay. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Give her a big round of applause. It was such a pleasure to talk to Lori, and now I'm thrilled to introduce you, John. John, stand up. Give John a big round of applause. Now, this is a story that's going to blow your mind. John, you have lost 122 pounds.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Even more. Yeah. I wanted to talk to you most importantly because you've said this has changed your life in a lot of different ways. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, well, 4 years ago, at the age of 55, I lost 122 pounds, and that was incredible. And I owe it all to this incredible program, because up until then I couldn't do anything right and I couldn't lose the weight. And I had health issues, serious health issues, and that's why I realized I had to do something, otherwise the quality of my life would be horrible in a few years. And after I lost 25 of these...
Okay, 25 of those.
This is...
How much does... I want them to know. How much does that weigh?
This is only 5 pounds of fat, and I had 25 of these, so you can imagine what it has done for my health. I will be 60 in June, and I feel better than I have when I was in my 20s and 30s, and it doesn't get any better than that. Yeah.
You know, I could just stand up next to him all day. But it's time to go back to Lynn. Amazing stories, guys. For all of you watching right now, we are speaking about the Medifast weight loss program. Not a diet, a weight loss program that not only helps take the weight off, but maintains the weight loss. It is all about a lifestyle change. Calories in, calories out. And once that weight comes off, how to manage it correctly. If you, a friend or a loved one, has a weight issue, it's time for you to take action. Please call the number on the screen right now and get started on a slimmer, healthier you. Joining me now are two more Medifast stars in their own right. Katie, who just needed to lose that last 20 pounds, and Tu Swan. Tu Swan has appeared in many advertisements for Medifast in the past. You may have seen her in a magazine or two. Hello. Hi. Katie and Tu Swan, how are both of you today?
Good, thank you.
We're so glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Katie, let's start with you. So tell me a little bit how you got involved in Medifast.
Well, I was an athlete my whole life, so I really never had a weight issue because I was always active. And once I graduated college and went into the corporate world, I started working and my whole life changed. And before I knew it, yeah, sitting, and there's food all over the office. Before I knew it, I couldn't fit in my pants anymore. It just wasn't good. So I tried all kinds of diets, anything, you name it. I always worked out. I never stopped working out. And one day I saw a friend of mine, and I was like, my God, you look great. What have you been doing? She's like, oh, I've done Medifast. And I was like, what? I'm doing it right now. That's it. I'm doing it. And I seriously was like, I just want to lose 10 pounds. And before I knew it, 25 pounds later.
Wow.
I just lost the weight because it came off so quickly. It was easy. I didn't want to stop doing it. It's changed my life, my lifestyle, and everything. And it just really, really worked, and I couldn't be happier.
So it's easy to maintain your weight
God,
loss?
yeah, I haven't had a problem maintaining it at all.
Oh, that's incredible. Then you know you're losing it the right way. If you can keep it off, you're losing it the right way, and that's
Absolutely.
important.
Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about the lean and green meal.
The great thing about it is you can have it any time of the day. I used to have it between 2 and 3, and now I eat it at 12. So it just depends on, and it depends on the day. If you know you're going to be going somewhere, you can eat before you go or plan around it, and it doesn't make a difference. You can go out to restaurants, make a healthy choice. You're not going to go wrong.
Okay. Well, just to recap, so everybody in the studio and everybody out there understands, Katie, you eat 5 meals per day, 5 Medifast meals.
Yes.
And then you eat 1 lean and green meal.
Yes.
Which you can go out to dinner, order right off the menu, have dinner with your family. Just makes it so easy. If you would love to share anything with the audience, what would it be?
Medifast is the program to use. Okay. Absolutely. It's the way to go. I believe in it 100%. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't, and I do. I know it works because I did it.
Right.
And it's great. It's a great program.
And you look fantastic.
Thank you.
You really do.
I feel fantastic.
I know, and I know you, and I've seen you lose the weight, and every time I see you, you get better and better.
Oh, thank you. I feel better and better.
If you're watching at home and would like some more information on this program, perhaps for yourself or a loved one or even a friend, please call the number on your screen. Operators are standing by to answer your questions and assist you with this life-changing program. Tu Swan is next. She's in her early 40s, and she lost 70 pounds on the program, and she's kept it off. Tu Swan, hello. How are you?
Hello.
I'm so glad to have you here.
Oh,
You're
thank
an
you very
amazing
much.
story. So tell me your story.
Well, this past year, 2006, I turned the dreadful age of 40.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Well, you know, I looked in the mirror and I told my husband, you know, I'm 40 today, and I look my worst ever. I mean, I just had my last child, number 4, and he's 2 years old, and I said, I have to do something. He said, well, do something about it. So I didn't pay attention as to what kind of diets I should. But